my name is Sebastian. This is my YouTube tutorial on the Narcos theme song. We are going to break it up into two different parts here, the lead guitar, which I was playing, and the rhythm guitar, which Brian was playing. For the first part of the song, you're going to want to start on the 16th fret. Then you're going to follow down for the next two frets after that, on 14 and 15. Then you skip the 13th fret and play 12. Then you go down to the next fret and play 11. Then from 11 you slide it down to 9, skipping over 10, and then you would hammer on back to 11, and then go back to 9 and go on the B string. And then you finish it going all the way back up to the 17th fret. Altogether, that's so now we'll pick up where we left off at the second portion of the solo. So it starts off at the 17th fret on the high E. Then it goes down the next three frets at 16, 15, and 14. Then it skips 13 as before. Then it goes directly to 12. From there, it goes up one fret to 11. Then you slide back to 12. Then slide all the way over to 9 and hit it twice. Altogether, that would be so picking up from the second part of this, you're going to want to start at the 16th fret as you did in the beginning, and then go down 15, 14, and then again skipping 13, then hitting 12, go down to 11, hit 9, then hammer back onto 11, then hit 9 one more time, and then hit 8. Altogether, that would be so for this portion, it would probably be best if you have a second piece of paper to write down some of the numbers, because this one might get a little bit long. So let's just jump into this one. For this, you're going to start where we left off last time on the 8th fret. Then you're going to want to hit 9. Then you're going to hit 11. Then go back to 9. Then hit 11 again. Then you're going to want to hit 12. Then you hit 14. Then you slide all the way over to 17. Then you go from 17 to 16, 14, then back to 17, then it ends on 16. Altogether, that's
Okay, so Sebastian showed you the lead guitar part, and now I'm going to show you the rhythm guitar part. The rhythm guitar part is a little bit simpler because it repeats the same chord progression a few times, but you do have to kind of know some of these chords. So I'll walk you through what the chords are and show you how I play them, but it might take you some time to work with these chord shapes if you've never played them before. So the first chord that we're going to play is a bar chord, and it's a C sharp minor bar chord, which we play like this, using this voicing, where I'm putting my first finger on the 4th fret of the A string, And then I'm putting my third finger on the 6th fret of the D string, followed by my pinky finger right underneath on the 4th fret of the 3rd string, the G string. Then my second finger is going to go in between where it kind of just naturally fits on the 2nd string, 5th fret. And then I'm going to catch, with the bar of my first finger, I'm going to catch the 4th fret of the 1st string. So altogether, that's a C sharp minor. So, and the way I play it, I'm using a nylon string classical guitar, and I'm going to play it using the fingers of my right hand in a sequence that is called an arpeggio. So it's kind of this. Okay. The arpeggio sequence is sort of, it's a bit advanced, but I'm using my thumb on the first note on the 5th string, and then I'm going to use, basically I've got 5 fingers, so I'm going to put them on all 5 strings like that. 5th string with the thumb, 4th string with the index, 3rd string with the middle, 2nd string with the ring finger, and 1st string with the pinky finger. So altogether that's, okay? So sometimes you play it fast, and then other times it's a little slower, so I kind of go up fast and then come down slowly, and it gets this kind of cool rhythm. So, and I'm going to use that same rhythm on all the other chords. So it's that's how it works. Okay, so if you've got your C sharp minor down, we're going to move on and I'll show you the next chord in this song. So we're going to go from C sharp minor to the next chord, which is a, I guess I would call this a D sharp minor 7 flat 5. So that's a lot to think about, but it's actually not that hard to play. It's harder to understand why it's called that. But all we're really doing is I'm sort of sliding up a little bit so that I get into this position, just like a couple frets higher than the C sharp minor. And I'm going to put my first finger on the 6th fret of the 5th string. So this is still a 5th string root chord. And then the next fingers are going to go 7th fret on the 4th string, 6th fret on the 3rd string, and then I'm going to put my pinky finger right here on the 7th fret of the 2nd string. So the tab for that is actually kind of easy. It's just 6, 7, 6, 7, going from low to high. So that sounds like this. Very tense kind of harmony going on inside that chord, right? And then I'm even going to do one more thing. If you really are wanting to get a cool sound out of this, I'm going to bar, but I'm going to bar on 1 fret behind where the actual my finger is here at the top. So I've got 2 different frets holding down with 1 finger. My first finger is holding at the tip the 6th fret, and then the bar is holding down the 5th fret. So if you can get some idea of what that looks like, the tab is going to be this: 6, 7, 6, 7, 5 at the top, and it sounds kind of nice. Okay, sounds weird. That chord sounds very strange all on its own, but in the context of the part, it makes sense. Okay, so that's the second chord in this song. All right, so now we'll move on to the final chord of this song. And it's actually just 3 chords, which is kind of neat, and it repeats a lot while the solo keeps kind of evolving. The rhythm guitar is doing this sort of regular 3-chord pattern. So we had our C sharp minor, first chord, our D sharp minor 7 flat 5, second chord, and now the third chord is just going to be a G sharp chord, G sharp major, which is very similar. If you've got the C sharp minor shape, all you have to do to get a G sharp major is just pick up your hand and move everything 1 fret towards the ceiling. So you're going to move all your fingers to the next thickest string. So the tab, if you're thinking about that, it will be your first finger on 4, then 6, 6 with 3rd and 4th fingers. Second finger comes down now on the 3rd string at the 5th fret, and then the bar actually will grab the 2 highest strings, which are both on the 4th fret. So you get this sound. If you're strumming, you can get 6. But since I'm doing the arpeggiating technique with the fingerstyle playing, I kind of just ignore the 5th string. So sometimes I fret the whole thing with my left hand, but because I don't have 6 fingers, unfortunately, I have to make a choice. So I choose the thumb to play the root note on the 6th string, then I avoid the 5th string entirely, and the other fingers play 4, 3, 2, 1. So the arpeggio for the G sharp major chord sounds like this. Okay. You can also, if you really want to get fancy, I think sometimes I will lift up my 4th finger and turn this into a G sharp 7 chord, and that just adds a little more drama to the chord progression. So let me put it all together, and I'll play it one last time, and watch if you'll see. Maybe hard to see what my right hand's doing, but you'll see the left hand go from C sharp minor to D minor 7 flat 5, or D sharp minor 7 flat 5, and then to the G sharp major chord. So here we go. It sounds something like this. There's the G sharp 7, and then it resolves.
Should I put the guitar up?
No,
Yeah.
stay there so it's continuity.
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 That's a weird word.
Yeah.
If you can spell that, I'll give you $5.